Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm Airy Sky. I'll be fine. It's not like I choked on a burrito. Today we're going to be discussing a second stimulus check. What we know as of right now. As you know, it's early in the morning on the Pacific Coast, very early. And, well, let's just say it is pretty hot here, okay? So, Social Security, basically, people have been asking and demanding $2,000 a month. They're hoping it's going to be on and praying it'll be on the bill. So, here's what we know so far. Congress this morning with Chuck Schumer, I read a report that basically stated Chuck Schumer said that they're going to try to push the full HEROES Act, which means $1,200 a person. So one $1,200 payment, $6,000 for families. If you have 3 kids, it's $1,200. And illegals get a check too, even if they're married to a married to a citizen. The next thing, part of the HEROES Act, is they want to give hazard pay, right? So all this stacked up. That's all they're gonna, and they have some other stuff helping the schools open, hospitals, maintain the states. And the Republicans said, right? So the report stated that the Republicans are going to unveil, mind you, unveil the next stimulus sometime this week. So they just got back to work today, so give it between Wednesday and Friday. They're going to unveil it, which means that's going to go directly. See, the timeline I've given you guys has been a damn good timeline due to the fact that I've said it myself. They'll get back to work today. But because it's already almost lunchtime in the Capitol, you think that you're going to just be able to have, lunch fast and quick. It's not going to happen. So, because then, they're going to sit there and talk and debate and get things together in the Senate. And they're going to talk behind closed doors. They're going to have this closed door flipped until it's ready, which means they're going to go talk to the president, then they're going to talk to the vice president, they're going to talk over. They're going to basically keep the Democrats, basically, the Democratic House, basically, they're going to keep the Democratic House sealed until the time the Democratic House gets wind of it or gets copies of it or gets whatever, and then they're going to release it. And when they do it, it's not going to be cool. It's going to be literally miserable to the point of no return. Alexa, what's the humidity today?
Right now, the humidity is 69%.
It's going to be miserable today, I tell you. All right, so basically the update is, they're going to tell you all that the American people basically get to wait. And I know it's hard, you got all these people saying, oh, well, Now, while we're waiting, okay, let's talk about this in a sensible fashion this morning for a couple of minutes. What is the stimulus? Well, I gave you what I know from the HEROES Act. Go Google it. They're going to push, the Democrats are going to push for the full measure of the HEROES Act. However, there's a guy who's, I do not like his stimulus updates, okay? But the comments are funny, okay? Now, let's talk about the comments for a minute. The comments turned around, and some people are talking about $2,000 a month. All right, let's get this out of the way. The $2,000 a month idea was given ideas. They weren't actually going to float and pass by the the Senate. Senate said that one's dead on arrival. You see, let's just say you take the pie and you go and you cut 2/3 out of the pie of the population, only give $2,000 a month for the next 18 months to 40,000 people or less. You're still paying trillions of dollars. There's no doubts about it. Problem is then other people would say it's not fair, yada, yada, yada. So the idea was, oh, by the way, the HEROES Act was to extend unemployment, which, in my opinion, I'm really curious to see how well they're going to craft a replacement unemployment bill. That was something that I'm more excited about than anything. Now, I know a few people got angry yesterday when I called them freeloading mooches. I was stating it out of anger because I'm tired of clickbait. I'm here to give you the straight skinny without you guys needing to go and clickbait. Now, the second stimulus, like I said, they say they're going to unveil it this week. So we don't know what time. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be. But so far, nothing. Nothing has been given. And that is why I decided to get on this morning before I take my shower and do my duties and stuff before it gets too freaking hot. I didn't sleep worth the dang. All right, so second stimulus. Basically, the other ideas, again, I'm going to put this out on the table. Government idea was travel vouchers. Travel vouchers. And the other one were so let me give you what's going on, okay? So, all right, so let's go down the list here, okay? So, by the USA Today, basically, it says that talks about Portland, CARES Act will expire at the end of the month. 53 million people unemployed. Some Americans have been unscathed. Other low-wage workers under 40,000, aka 56%, bear the brunt. You see? And then some middle class face hurdles between 30 and 100,000. 86 incomes have said they're financially impacted. So, as I said, right now, the Democrats want to push the $1,200 one-time payments again in the HEROES Act. Mitch McConnell wants to give it to anyone who's $40,000 or under for employment. However, the problem is there's two $1 million questions. One is, what do you spend $1,200 on? And two is, it says right here, they want to replace it with a back-to-work bonus. Now, the back-to-work bonus that came to mind so far is $450 a week for 6 weeks. Now, that's it. Now let's go down the list here. Some of these news articles this morning are interesting. So, as you know, they don't want the 600 per week re-upped. However, as moderator Pee Wee has said, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, if they don't re-up it, then there's going to be problems. But at the same time, I think she agreed with me. I believe, I'm not going to quote her, that others agreed with me also that some of these jobs have been lost permanently, like the dodo bird. I use that term a lot, by the way. So he wants to, again, one of the deals was President Trump wants payroll taxes. At first he said he'd veto it, So it says here, Speaker Pelosi came out today, wants a deal to be reached by August 3rd, which I don't think it can be done. So what they're trying to say is they capped it to $3,600 for anyone with 3 kids and $2,400 for married people is your stimulus. So it says if they're going to do an arbitrary $1 trillion stimulus package, okay, for $40,000, right? So it says here, you guys are probably wondering what I'm talking about. So it says here that under the $40,000 income tax, the next time they might lower for the next stimulus checks to $30,000 if they need to do another stimulus to do $1 trillion. So that is something that's an interesting, so. And then, as Larry Kudlow stated, I forgot to mention, you might get, instead of $1,200, you might get like $300 if you're on Social Security, if you get something. Right now, they're going to give you the most cheapest course of action possible to give you the less money. And if they can cut out Social Security, they will, because, you've already had your $1,200. And I'm not going to say this, but once Congress basically turned around and the oven, I didn't leave the oven on. No, it's too freaking hot in here. I'm gonna need some type of air conditioning unit or something. Anyways, basically, might be smaller payments, and if they have to give another payment because of the rate before the election, they might cut it to, like I said, $20,000 or $30,000. So let's finish up the report here because this is new information I'm sharing with you right now. And again, Nancy Pelosi stated you have to compromise on unemployment benefits or nothing's going to happen. Now, let's talk about that for a second, okay? First of all, when people turn around and say, oh, they got to compromise, I've been saying that for a while. You guys know this. I've said they're going to bucket out like $2 in Congress and the Senate, or it'll be a civil war in there. They want to spend $1 trillion. Nancy and her party want to spend $3 to $4 trillion. So what happens? In the end, the American people get shafted anyway. Look at it. No one in their right mind is going to do what needs to be done, to get something passed for the American people. American people, they're stuck at home, right? They're stuck at home. what's that tell you, right? So basically it says the American people, they need this money, but they're not getting it. So let's go down the list here. It says here, McConnell roll out a $1 trillion this week. This week. The wording this morning is this week. Not today, not tomorrow, not after breakfast. This week. So the White House weighed in. The administration was panning some $25 billion in proposed new fund for testing and tracing, said the Republicans. Yeah, but then again, Donald Trump said, I'm going to veto anything when it comes to testing and tracing this virus is false. Well, I'm going to say this out of love for you all, okay? I can't turn around and say it's false or true, all right? Look at the numbers, all right? This virus is bad, all right? Pee-wee and I talk all the time, moderator Pee-wee, and we both agree we don't know when this virus is going to end. The Democrats get both House and Senate, they might just turn it off. If they don't, and the virus is bad, they have both House and Senate, then you're going to see that there's some problems. Now, the problem is I want to say this, okay? I want to say this for all of you. I love each and every one of you, all right? The pandemic is doing a number on everyone, not just me, but everyone, all right? This morning, there was an article this morning. There was an article this morning that stated that I'm just going to read you the headlines before we continue. So, cities and states are threatening stay-at-home orders and lockdowns again. And then if you look at this, I believe it's over here, okay? Something that's important part of the coronavirus and the, So it says one was how low can Donald Trump go? And then it says, so basically it was talking, basically the skinny goes that the skinny goes that it says here, White House chief of staff says stimulus will be negotiated Monday, but they won't unveil anything until end of this week. So they're going to run it out, and I'll tell you why in a second. But basically, one of the news things the thing was Trump insists he's right on the virus as more Americans get sick and die. Well, yeah, the only thing I can say is if you allow this to happen, right? So, and you don't do anything about it, you think it's gonna kill itself out, the virus? It won't. It's mutating faster and faster. So basically, it says, like I said, $3 to $4 trillion. So Trump said he's not going to sign any new laws unless it has payroll cuts and payroll taxes, right? Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Payroll tax cuts, okay? That basically gives like $12,000 to $2,000 for 6 months. Maybe you'll get $78 additional a week if you're low-cost people working. Do you think that is worth it? You go into work because it's part of your deal. You work and get $78 additional a week for 6 months because of this. It doesn't work. The American people the American people don't want to see that. That undermines a lot of different things. I mean, literally, and I'll continue with it, with what I'm talking about. Hold on. There. So, payroll tax cuts. I mean, literally, we're getting down here. So basically, he's saying it's primary payment support payments for campaign issue, but he wants to take away $600 a week, the supercharged boosts, and go and do something else. Nancy Pelosi said if we don't invest the money now, there's going to get worse later. Well, maybe not. I mean, we don't know what she's going to unveil, right? So technically, what do we do? So when you look at the second stimulus checks, so far, what are you seeing? You're seeing a recurring pattern of people like, great news, you're getting $2,000 a month, yada, yada, yada. There's nothing on the table. Someone put that out there, but that's not going to pass. Right now, the only updates that I have for you currently, and I'm still going through this with you this morning, is that the White House said that there's going to be negotiations. And the negotiations for payments. Good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while, Miss Baker. I think it was I don't remember. It's been so long. Colleen or Maureen or something like that. But if I remember correctly, was your name. So close enough, maybe. But all right. So basically, it states here that they want 100 billion for they want 75 billion for testing and tracing, $100 billion for schools, 1 trillion sent to cash strip states. I agree, but with $1 trillion deal, it's not going to work, you know. So we'll go down the list here and comb through the news real quick. Now, who would qualify? Again, 40,000 and unders with, you know. I know, right, sis? Sorry. I just couldn't remember. Your name was Colleen or something, Maureen or something like that. I can't remember, but I'm glad you're here. I know, right, sis? Charlene, yeah, see, I was close. Thank you. I know, right, sis? Had a lot of problems. Yeah, I just hope I'm not sick. I'm supposed to be going out today. But anyways, everyone's wanting a second stimulus. Now, I know I apologize to some of you out there watching me for people thinking I was trolling. Now, one of my moderators gave me a video last night where the guy is doing a happy dance for Social Security beneficiaries getting a check. And remember what I said. Hold on. Pick up in there. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Not doing too well. I've been having some frogginess in my voice for the last couple weeks. Hopefully it's not cancer or something. So basically, July 20th, they're going to negotiate a second stimulus, and they'll unveil it this week, $40,000 or under. Second thing is again, the Democrats said that they're going under Chuck Schumer is going to be pushing for his bill, their bill of the the bill, the HEROES Act, which again includes payments for every worker, hazard pay, 10 grand. Anyone who's a mixed family, and I'm talking not African Americans, I'm talking one family member is married, the other one's illegally here. He or she gets $1,200. Third is it goes to schools, states that are strapped and testing and so forth. And then the unemployment benefits will be extended. Well, as you know, the Republicans said that bill is dead on arrival, and they haven't taken it up. It's still sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk. So right now, payments do get it. How much would Americans get? Well, like I said, Larry Kudlow stated that payments could be for less than $1,200, could be more than $1,200, it could be less. They're shooting for less just to get to get people by. No, that's what they're saying. They really want to get people by. So, Larry Kudlow. So, they say, how would it be distributed? People have asked, so, well, what about payments? Payments would not be distributed till late August or even September, October. I'm giving it after September 11th because that's when the last payments go out for the first stimulus. And then it says, again, it says here, if the corona cases continue to rise and states roll back opening plans or shuts down again, more people could return to the unemployment rolls. That may change the size and scope of a potential second stimulus check or even a third one. I mean, literally, right now, as I said many times, you know. So basically, a couple other things I want to share with you, okay? Now, I don't buy this, but it could happen, all right? Hold on, let me drink this. Froggy throat. President said at first he wasn't going to sign anything that had pay cut taxes. Now he does. So what does this mean? This means that U.S. Republicans are trying to undermine Social Security and Medicare. So he said he won't do it without a payroll tax cut. Now, if you look at a payroll tax cut deal, right, this is basically a deal where they're going to throw it in the wrench and watch the American people basically complain. And that might just make the Americans wake up, the ones that want their stimulus checks, to vote all these people out of office. And that might just be something that's wrong. But at the same time, we don't know what's happening. So it says here that they're not going to sign it, you know. So payroll tax cut is an effective tool for coronavirus. No, it isn't. It's basically undermining Social Security and killing Social Security recipients off earlier. So it says here that a temporary payroll tax cut can stimulate the economy. It doesn't stimulate anything, even if you get an additional $20 to your paycheck. It's a whole lot going on. Hard to believe what they're going to do. Yeah, exactly, Charlie. I've said that myself. There's too many people out there thinking that the government owes them $2,000 a month. The government doesn't owe jack diddly poop. However, I will tell you, it's freaking miserable in here. Might have to invest in another box fan, I think, and bring in some cool air from another room. So, says here nobody wants to go on a cruise. No one wants to go on a plane. They just want 20 additional dollars in their pocket. Says here, payroll tax cut doesn't cover anyone who's unemployed. That's true. So anyone who on Medicare and Medicaid, these people who do not It would do nothing for them, and it would cripple the economy more because these people can't invest in. It says here, payroll tax cut is completely regressive and benefits the rich. That is true, again. And that also gives a slow cash infusion, which means, while the economy is going down faster and faster, the people that are working see a little bit of few cash in their pockets, but then they got to basically take all that money and where they're putting it, bills. So how is it to stimulate the economy? I'd like to discuss that. Hold on, I was trying to read this, the last part. Yeah, all right. So basically, says Social Security is facing a deficit because of, you know, but Donald Trump says he's going to save Social Security, Medicare, but problem is he can't save it. Congress and the Senate keep kicking the can down the road, tackling other issues over, whatever. So basically, they're talking about how they have to have somehow a reimbursement clause that needs to be put in to keep Social Security afloat. So right now it says 179 million workers who are working and still collect Social Security. So it's basically, they need reimbursement, So basically, right now, I'm on the last article this morning, and the last article, hold on. The last article this morning. Anyways, the last article that I'm reading this morning says, so they're talking about so they're trying to pass 40,000 income cap proposal. Unfortunately, the income cap proposal the income tax proposal is the only thing that they're proposing right now. Good morning, both of you. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Gabby. So basically, anyone who makes $40,000 or less $40,000 or less, take a couple of these, will qualify for a second stimulus, but we don't even know what's on the second stimulus. Otherwise, we would already be happy about it. So today, Congress went back to work. So far, they said that they're going to propose stuff, but that's only proposing stuff. Like I said, Chuck Schumer already said that he wants to push the HEROES Act. It's not bad and dandy if you have 3 kids and you want almost $6,000, but the Democrats, they're going to push for this HEROES Act bill. And anyone who works gets a bonus of $10,000 hazard pay. Fortunately, I I'd like to know how it's gonna play out, honestly. That's what I'd like to see, you know. Grab a swig. No, I don't need any alcohol this morning. I'm not sounding well because my voice keeps going out. No one knows why, Mark. That's what I was trying to talk about the other day. Why is my voice going out? You know, my voice shouldn't be going out over it, you know. I've been wondering if I caught that damn crud myself, you know. And trying to get a testing. Testing is really hard, you know. So, anyways, so isn't it tonight your football night, Mark? I've been having some problems lately. So, as of this morning, like I said, the taxpayers are all wondering about their second stimulus check and what Congress is doing. Congress is already basically saying they're going to push for the HEROES Act. The Republicans said that they're going to push for another stimulus check, but it'll be under $40,000, and it's going to be broad, targeted to the audience of the people in the hospitality industry. Now, what classifies the hospitality industry? No one knows. How are you doing, Gabby? I don't know. You know, the hospitality industry could be hotels, could be restaurants, could be bars. I mean, literally, you look at the hospitality industry, bars are actually losing money. Yeah, I got 2 books I got to read today for my schooling this afternoon. But right now, I'm not feeling too well. So my school books are right here. I'm trying to find out. There's the book I was looking for last night that disappeared. Asked Chloe about it. She's like, I don't know. It's freaking miserable in here, by the way. I feel like I'm gonna die with this heat, you know? Feel like I'm gonna die with this heat. It's too fucking hot. So, but anyways, so it's this morning, the deal is, for your update this morning, Congress stated that they're going to push for the HEROES Act full bore, and the Senate is going to hammer out their own bill and release it this week. So while people say everyone went back to work, we're going to get a second stimulus, we're going to know about it. The honest truth is, I had to get a video out this morning to let everyone know that before you guys think that the bill is passed, that we people need to realize that their video will be um, their video will be ready to roll, you know. And to do that, we as in people need to realize that as Americans, and people that want their stimulus need to realize that they just got back to work and they're not going to have something hammered out by the time closing the closing of the bell for today. They might have something tomorrow, but dang good well it won't happen tomorrow because they have to go and see the president, work out his tax cut plan, undermine Social Security, and by the time everything gets done, we are all going to be hurting. Reminds me, I'm still trying to find that what I'm looking for. I got this, but where's the other ones? So I wanted to share that with you all. I mean, literally. so So when I find what I'm looking for, I will be a little happier. But right now, um, you know, I don't know. If I pay the bill, I can. I just need an exhaust. Thing is, trying to get one out here. I don't know if we're gonna have a heat wave for the next week. I haven't checked the weather report. All I know is it's freaking miserable. I'm not feeling too well. My voice isn't doing well, and my voice ain't doing well, Ivy Brad, and um, so we're supposed to have wind up to 15 miles per hour. Humidity is going to be 63% today, and we're going to be up to 73. Well, tomorrow will be 71, and then it goes 67, 69, 60, and then it goes all the way up to 70s. I prefer low 40s, early 50s at night. Keeps this place cool, but it's the only time you can sleep. And then you got too many tourists. We get less rain than Seattle, but dang, the next 10 days, actually, no, the next 15 days it shows is pure sun. Probably need an air conditioner unit. No, I don't have any. I took some Advil. I'm supposed to go out today, but I don't even know if I want to go out. I'm supposed to have a meeting, and you know, let's see, taking a self-assessment. All right. So it says bluish lips or face, severe and constant pain and pressure in chest, no. Extreme difficulty breathing, no. Gasping for air, cannot talk without catching your breath, no. Severe and constant dizziness or lightheadedness, no. Acting confused, unconscious, very difficult to wake up, slurred speech, new or worsening, seizures. I don't have any of the. Let's see, I don't have any of those. My age, Yes. I don't know. No. No. Let's see. So basically, I did one of these tests, okay? And it, yeah, it just said go get some help. But my problem is, who knows what I have? I'm worried about it. Well, I can't suck on a cough drop. I don't have cough drops. I don't have any type of cough drops. I shouldn't even go out, should I? Hey, come here a sec. Oh, whatever. Hold on.
What is it?
Your back of your hand. Like this. No, like this. Or like this. Come on.
With this?
Yes, you're going to check my temperature. We don't have a thermometer.
Pretty warm there.
Fucking barbecuing. I'm sweating like a pig in this place.
They're pretty warm.
I'm tempted to have you open up all the windows today. All the windows except the back window. This place needs air, Chloe. Is your room in your window open?
Window in my room should be. We could open it up. And then I gotta go back out and get my makeup and stuff.
Can I smell? Well, let me see. Yeah, I can smell.
Windows are open. Both bedrooms. Now we gotta get window open. Well, we can open the kitchen window. We get some of that basement, cool basement air in here.
Yeah, but what about barbecue BBQ? They'll be barking.
And Wappy? Let them.
No, I don't want the eviction notice either.
Because it's on 14.
Yeah, but if we open the window up, there's a 15-mile-per-hour breeze.
You can open this one up.
That's what I'm saying. Clear an area as long as you don't toss all my books and everything, and you clear that and you leave that fan open.
Once I get my stuff on.
I've been losing my voice for the last couple weeks, Mark. Just keeps going down the toilet. No one's explaining why, you know. You know. So,
I'm going to lay here and let myself dry, and then I forgot to get my blanket, so get your stuff on. Okay. We'll make it time, and then after that, I'll be done.
so should I call up our place that I'm supposed to have the meeting to and cancel due to the fact that I am not well?
Still go see them about what happened.
Yeah, but they might not let me in because if I'm ill, remember the county says if I get anyone sick, it's my head. If I get anyone sick, I walk into the pharmacy with coronavirus, I could be nailed.
All right, just call then.
I should find out about about the county today.
Maybe I'll just go file police report when I saw them.
No, don't. Not right now. my point is testing is the problem, you know. Counties should be able to tell us where they're testing, you know. Well, I could. You got to remember, Mark, I live on an island. Remember, sweetheart? And because I live on an island, the problem with this is, I live on an island. And viruses are coming back and forth. So, you know, being on an island, virus is spiking, you know. More people got sick again, Chloe.
Of course it did.
Yeah. All right, so anyways, I'm just checking something real quick, everyone. News. Yep. So more viruses are spiking, you know. I coughed. That was me. I was the one coughing. I'm not doing too well, Mark. I told you this. Too freaking hot too. You gotta go get my meds to my thing today too, Chloe. Yeah, I'm not feeling too well. Like I said, Mark. I mean, oh yeah, I just love how you take my box fan and cool down yourself on fucking overheating.
Oh yeah, I mentioned around all these other people.
I'll just take the fucking box fan. I don't need it.
We're getting air. We're gonna open that window up soon.
Like to strip down into fucking something that I don't have to do much and run around. Yes, I did cough, Mark. I'm also sweating so bad I'm gonna have to put perfume on. It stinks, you know. But anyways, I'm waiting for us to update on
So you gonna take a bath when the time comes?
shower. You know, I really do love smelling this, you know. You know, yeah, I can to a point. I mean, literally, sometimes my food tastes different. I was complaining about something the other day about food tasting funny. I don't even remember what it was, Mark. It was like, oh, hi, good morning.
Thank you for cooking that meat last night. It was good.
Yeah, well, I got to figure dinner out tonight. Maybe, well, you know what? I'm going to take some of that hamburger out. You said you'd make me a hamburger dish.
Yeah, the hamburger helper.
Yeah, the hamburger helper thing.
Yeah, I'll cook that for you.
You still got a thing of hot sausage here.
Oh, well, call it out.
I mean, what do you want to eat?
If we're doing ground beef, do ground beef.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what? What is it?
never mind. I won't say anything. I was wondering if you wanted something different.
Like what? What is it?
I don't know. That's why I asked. So you wanted ground beef too, huh?
Well,
Fine.
yeah, well,
There we go. You made my answer simple.
Get angry. So you're gonna cancel Safe San Juan's?
Not on video.
Oh, sorry. Are you gonna cancel with the place?
My advocate, yes. I'm going to call him and tell him I can't make it due to the fact that I'm sick. You can see I'm sick.
You still need me to run into town to pick up some cough drops.
Yeah, and my medicine. And your medicine.
I'll run in today.
I'll let them know I don't want to get them infected if I have something.
You okay?
No, the refrigerator won't close. We have to start clearing the freezer out
Okay.
or doing something. Hey, Gail. Sorry. I mean, I apologize if you guys thought I was angry. I was just trying to get meat out for tonight's dinner. So, what's up, Gail? It's Chloe, Chloe. Ugh. It's freaking miserable here. I'm gonna have to find a shirt. Found one right here. Hold on a sec, everyone. I'd be in my bra, but that would be against YouTube policies. So I'm putting on the shirt. That's short.
They cut off the shirt.
It doesn't matter. My belly shows. Oh well. It's fucking miserable in here. I'm fucking miserable.
I know. Those food items go back in the kitchen, and everything else I'll just have to. The DVDs I'll put in the DVD closet.
That's fine.
And the books, I'll find a place.
How's this? No, it's freaking miserable, I tell you. I'm freaking overheating like crazy.
Besides, I can clean that windowsill. It's cleared.
My bunnies live in Texas. So, any one of you want to talk about stimulus this morning? Good morning. Hi. Look at this. One Hoffenpfeffer. Please don't eat me. I wouldn't eat you. You're my baby and my son. Give me a kiss. Yeah. Oh, baby, you need to burp. Everyone loves this little turd nugget. Look at that. Isn't this great? So,
Is this from the House of Jerky?
no, that came from our friend Brenda down at the fish market. Corey actually paid for that.
Nice.
All right. So, anyways, for some of you just coming in, I will reiterate the Social Security and stuff. So far, there's nothing on the table for Social Security, okay? As Joe said, as others said, don't hold your breath until you know for certain. So, don't hold your breath until. So, anyways, Anyways, don't hold your breath until, right? So basically it goes like this. So Social Security turns around and they turn around and and people have been asking, well, we're entitled to $2,000 a month, we're entitled to this, we're entitled to that. Fortunately, no one's entitled to jack diddly poop. So if anyone heard me yesterday, I want to apologize again. If any of you thought I called you lazy freeloaders, what I was trying to say is there's too many people out there that are Democratic who don't want to work, that wants $2,000 a month to sit on their ass and to do nada. Hey, you sitting on my dip can? Probably is.
Not. Where's the dip can at?
It's in my bed.
Sit right here. Enjoy your skull cherry.
So I'm keeping my phone off as much as possible because I don't want to use it. But anyways, let's just go to the story. So you got too many people demanding $2,000 a month or $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. Unfortunately, the government ain't gonna give you $10,000 a month. They won't give you $5,000 a month. They'll give you zero. And then there's people that think I don't know anything when I basically made this video this morning stating that right now Mitch McConnell basically and the rest of the people have said that they're going to be discussing business for stimulus checks by sometime this week. So again, President Trump thinks that the virus will kill itself. So let everyone party and get sick. And if you die, you die. I personally am already sick as enough. So, but anyways, a new article just came in. Okay, let's read this. This is about my stimulus channel. It says, lawmakers will return to Washington this week to negotiate another stimulus bill, even as billions remain spent from the last round of spending. Billions, you see? So, with restaurants and stores shut here, he's talking about tax revenue. Well, yes, that's true. And then they say I want to correct and say something. The government turns around, right? And they say, the economy is great. Everything's great. Everything's great. We're great. The economy's great. You go to malls and shop, right? Right? Fortunately, if it's true, then why are they losing tax revenue right there? Sales tax. Says over the next 500 billion to a good 2 trillion or more in the next 2 years of economic boost to the states while the states are handling coronavirus and patients, then we could be losing. Then it said it took 10 years for the Great Recession to get all the jobs back to work. Yeah. So the CARES Act talks about that, more flexibility. So it's basically Capitol Hill. The debate for months is a flexibility to use the money has been given for months with no resolution. Republican Party, the issue scrambled by Kennedy, a Republican of Louisiana, urging the administration to loosen restrictions without any change. They want to use flexibility, use federal dollars because it lost revenue from the pandemic, but they're right now saying no, you can't. So this is another debate they're doing. Is besides debating for second stimulus, now the news came out and says they're basically trying to debate on flexibility. That's flexibility and liability, but they say they got to get a the bill in by August recess. Otherwise, they go bye-bye again. And it says they're feeling the easiest way to deal with it now is give the states more flexibility. But, I can see why the states are, the federal government's doing what they're doing. Okay, so basically, how is everything happening and why is everything happening? Well, so that's the latest news. When will we see something? By the end of the week, we'll know what's in the bill. Right now, they're negotiating. As you know, it's lunchtime in the Capitol, so they're all having lunch and they're probably talking about it, but they're keeping a tight lip until their time comes when they decide to unveil it, which is $1 trillion, and it's going to be in tax cuts. They want to basically do payroll tax cuts to undermine Social Security and undermine every quote unquote person on disability because they think people on disability could live on their little measly money. But there's more to this argument too. Well, yeah, exactly, Gail. That's what I was just trying to say. Look, the CARES Act is going to be running out of money by next month, except for the excess money the Treasury has, which the Treasury will dump into other things. But right now, the CARES Act is only going to be dumping the rest of the money into unemployment. Now, unemployment runs out next week. Now, here's the problem. The HEROES Act, they're going to try to ram it through again through the Senate, and the Senate said it's dead. Unfortunately, the problem is that the discussion just starts today. They're not going to hammer anything out. I mean, look, the news is that they're going to basically have something by the end of the week, if then. But they're not going to discuss it with the Senate. The Democrats in the House aren't going to get wind of it until they're ready to release it. So if they release it 5 days before their next vacation, oops, that's their loss, But let me put it this way. Gail's completely right. All right, I've said this yesterday. They're going to lie to change the numbers to get away with paying less. I mean, look, Kudlow himself, Larry Kudlow, stated that if they did a stimulus check for the poor schmoes on Social Security and other government entitlements, it might be $600, $300, even $50. They just don't know. What they want to do is tax cuts so they don't have to pay us any money. They're going to lie. I already said that. They're going to try to do everything they can to be as cheap as possible. Look, I'm glad you agree with me, Gail, because I've said this how many times. The American people turn around and they basically want one thing, $2,000 a month, which they can't have. So the deal is they're going to do this, right? Congress is going to turn around and make a deal with $40,000 or less. Basically, if you make $40,000 or less and you're a hardworking American, then you'll get a check. He's eating his log, but look, if your state's going to basically force kids to go to school, Gail, that's when you got to worry because my state's not allowing it. They're like, But, the president doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to schools either. Let me put it to you this way, all right? Secretary of Education might have access to control the schools to a point, but it's the taxpayers that pay. If there's no tax paying money to pay for property taxes, then you know damn good and well it won't be paying for the fire department, the police department, the city stuff, or other things. I mean, honestly, if no property taxes, then there's no money for schools. And if there's no sales tax, there's no money for school. But in our state, even if you go in and you need to buy a basic essentials, and you're even from out of state, they charge you for sales tax. Not really. Social Security won't die out to 2035. Everyone knows this. Right now, the payroll tax cut is to basically increase money into the paychecks. It's just temporary. I don't think the president's trying to literally undermine Social Security because he hates it. I'm sorry to say. He's eating a log. Good morning, Pee Wee. Yeah, but you know dang good and well, sis, that the Democrats aren't going to budge. They're going to fucking throw it out, say it's dead on arrival. I mean, look, I'm calling it now, okay? I'm not saying that that's a great plan, but I'm calling it now. You're going to see the Democrats turn around and say, fuck you, we're not doing this. You basically killed our bill before sitting on Mitch's desk. They're going to say, fuck you, and they're not going to debate it. They're going to lock into the ram lock, the two rams fucking each other in the mountain. You know, the bighorn sheep. In the end, they're going to walk both away untouched by the fact the Americans are hurting, and they'll just go to vacation. Good morning. Well, yeah, see, there you go. How many times have I told you this, sis? And then people think I'm a dumb shit and I don't know anything. I was just speaking about it early this morning. If they don't get the HEROES Act passed, they're not going to pass anything. Oh, there you go. The do-nothing Democrats have won again. They're basically saying, well, I'm going to get $4 trillion stimulus or you ain't getting jack shit. That's what I've been telling these people. And by the way, Pee Wee, good morning. And that guy that you sent the video, that link last night to, the Social Security thing, I kind of snapped and posted my own comments and went down the list of all the comments, you know, and there's a few of them, they're like, we're going to get $2,000 a month, we're going to get $2,000 a month, I can't, you know, or we're entitled to $2,000 a month. I finally just says, you ain't entitled to jack shit. Get a job. You know, I mean, I'm getting tired of these people demanding $2,000 a month. The country would go bankrupt. Everyone knows it. I mean, it's just me and you and a select few that knows spreadsheets and numbers enough to know that this country would be completely gone if we gave 14 trillion out the door. I mean, our inflation rate of our deflation rate of our money would go to 5 cents to the dollar, and our items that we buy everyday items would inflate in price. Look, I've said this how many freaking times, Gail? Even Pee Wee just said I was right. There are going to be at civil war for the next 14 days until their vacation. Nothing's going to freaking pass. They're not going to give 1 inch. And I've told this to these people that make these videos. It's all clickbait. My video is completely to the point. I cut all the bullshit out of the butter. I give it to you as is. There is no stimulus for Social Security recipients. People think they need it. They don't need it. If people can't maintain their funds, well, you know what? I just want to tell you, I had to lambaste some of these people, sis. They think they're entitled to more than $1,200 stimulus check. They're entitled to $2,000. One guy wanted $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. I mean, who the fuck thinks that the government can just freely give money and they can blame it on China? They're blaming the Trump administration hit it, and they're entitled to live comfortably on steak and caviar until the coronavirus is over. They live on the finer things in life. Their money goes down the shitter really quickly. Governor Inslee stated that he might have to shut down the entire state again, sis. Literally. And what's that tell you? And he's running the Western Pact with your state. And Oregon ain't doing by the way, I watched that thing last night a bit. I want to thank you, Pee Wee, for giving it to me via email. That was really interesting seeing what's going on in Oregon. We just got some war in our island again, by the way. Oh my God. A fishing trawler going up for king crab. 85 men on a fishing trawler. Big fishing trawler just got in the Aleutian Islands, just got tested positive for coronavirus. Here we go. Got some new info right here. Top Republicans in Congress met with the president at the White House for aid packages as a crisis many hoped would have been improved dramatically. Instead, it fell flat on their face. It says, new division between Senate GOP and the White House pressed fresh challenges. Mitch McConnell was prepared to roll out a $1 trillion package in days. But the administration panned more virus testing money and injected other priorities that can complicate a quick passage of the bill. See, I just said it. They said they were going to debate it. Now they're basically saying it could be days or it could be another week. It could be. Nancy Pelosi says this blocking the White House blocking testing money goes beyond ignorance, and they're going to fight for it. Says here, rather than easing the pandemic's devastating cycle, was happening all over again, leaving Congress little choice but to engineer another costly rescue package. Businesses were shutting down again, schools could not fully open, and jobs were disappearing like the dodo bird, all while federal aid completely expired. Trump insisted again on Sunday the virus would disappear, but right now, as I've read the reports myself and done my own research, it's mutated over 36 times. So basically, this is crap's hitting the fan. Americans have been banned from going to Europe. Now, here's a new update for Chloe. Arizona is facing severe devastations. Hundreds of thousands of people are out of a job permanently. Some are the second time. Restaurants, gyms, and other companies are closing up shop once again, perhaps for good. Even the state government of Arizona is waiting for the crippling and fatal blow, cleaving into their further still soured finances. Monday began how to structure another round of federal stimulus. The $2 trillion CARES Act, which laws being adopted in March, with about $200 billion still sitting in the Treasury. Remember what I said? The Treasury wanted to trickle all that money out before doing another stimulus. And as long as there's money in the Treasury's department, they might just sit on their ass anyways. But it's okay. They know what they're doing. I'm not a politician, so, I can just say what I'm saying. Says here, some residents in cities as in Phoenix and Scottsdale, or Snotsdale as Chloe calls it, surge in results see return to old routines without masks. Kentucky is now basically getting all-time highs now, and their companies are closing down, including the distilleries that make Kentucky bourbon. And they need to flatten it again by wearing masks. Uh-oh. New update here. Says now they found out that coronavirus last fall was born by mosquitoes. They found a UK coronavirus vaccine at Oxford has found an immune response in early testing. There you go. I mean, look at that. This is a pandemic, and yet no one in their right mind is talking about it at all. Oh, yeah, I agree, Pee-wee. California's going to be shutting down just like Oregon. I mean, literally. My family said, I asked my family the other day when they were visiting at lunch if I could go to Oregon Health and Science University, and they said getting downtown is another matter with Black Lives Movement. Oh, yeah, I agree, Gail. There's a lot of people out there, Gail, that think they're entitled to $2,000 a month and they want to live comfortably. There's other people that think that the unemployed supercharged benefits should have went to even the people like us to survive. And it's unfair. So they're bitching that they think that they should get retroactive payments of that. I do not believe that. But believe what, Pee-wee, about Arizona? Because, right now we're in stage 2 and they're talking about going to stage 1 because no one's wearing masks in the state. The tourists aren't wearing masks on this island and we're getting more viruses. Yet, it's a fact of life. We just got to accept more virus cases. Personally, I'm afraid to go get tested because I don't want them to say, well, you got to self-quarantine for 2 weeks just because they could be assholes because of who I am.
Yeah, unfortunately, islands are ran by bigots. You got a bigot running the grocery store, bigots running the hospital. There's bigots running a lot of places around here. You just say this island might become a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that grocery store runs out of business. I hope they shut down permanently.
Oh, well, that's what it was in the Seattle Times. I just said, wow, that's true. We will be going back to stage 1. I think is what's going to happen. I believe the blue states will all shut down just to make point, and that's what I believe. Yeah, I've been watching the death numbers too nationwide. They say if the death toll keeps up before my birthday, we'll hit over 180,000 deaths. I mean, last night, I don't even know what yesterday's total was. So right now, 143,000 dead. What is the death toll right now on the website? 143,440. 455. So 143 dead. Right now, as of 9 hours and 57 minutes, we've had approximately 21,000 new. Yesterday was 65, and they said we beat the record 9 times this month for new numbers. And yet, the problem is no one's wearing masks. Now, no one knows, is mask safe? Is mask will wearing a mask prevent this? No one knows. That's the thing. My opinion, no one knows. It's pretty damn humid today. Yeah, well, so do I. Unfortunately, with me, I don't know what to think or do, you know. Me, I'm worried about Cutie Pie Bun Bun's chewing on a bone. Or his log, I mean. We're gonna buy him another one of those logs too, you know. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Hello? 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 What the hell is this? Trying to call me. Someone trying to call me? Better check the number and find out what it is. I don't like when someone calls and then doesn't do
Is
anything.
it a local number?
It's a local number, yes. Port Townsend. Yeah, it's Port Townsend. Flam County. Weird. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I answered, but no one, you know. Doesn't say who it is, you know. Weird. That's just weird. But no, like I said, there's too many people that think they're entitled to $2,000 a month or more because they think because there are benefits that they should be getting what they want, you know. Seattle got rid of their protesters, but now Oregon hasn't. So my family said until they get rid of them, you know, that you know, it's not it's Well, the military has to, and if the state wants to charge these people for doing their job, then it's wrong. I mean, we have to contain this. We can't basically allow these people to run rampant and cause people not to get downtown to, say, the hospitals. I mean, I just saw a report that Attorney General Bob Ferguson is suing the Trump administration for taking away transgender health care, and that it could lead to drug and alcohol abuse and suicides in our state. Sorry to say, but if they made a rule cutting out the transgender health care, then to me it's fine. Unfortunately, they want to sue, saying that that they're allowing discrimination and it's wrong. You know. Oh yeah, I agree. As long as it doesn't rip off skin like a pressure washer, they should do it, Pee Wee. I mean, literally 50 days. Yeah, I was talking to my cousin the other day. I was asking him why I didn't go to his favorite restaurant downtown. He's like, it's dangerous. I mean, literally, it's dangerous. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back too, Pee Wee. I'm gonna use the bathroom, everyone. I'll be right back. So both windows and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. I had to use the bathroom. All right. So for the rest of you out there, I got to make some phone calls and I need to relax. So, hold on a second. So, hope you guys have a great day. I am going to make a new update video later. So, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone. And God bless you in everything you do. Hit the like and subscribe button and the bell notification for new content updated every day. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.